Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Muse. I am quietly in my kitchen again today. Supposedly the snow is going to melt today and tomorrow, so hopefully this is the last day of coming from my kitchen. Don't be afraid of what's put in front of you. That's today's topic. And let me tell you why we're talking about this. So, sorry, I have none of my equipment to hold everything still and up, so I apologize. Okay. Don't be afraid of what's put in front of you. There's a specific reason why we're talking about this today. So, I talk about mental health quite often. You all should know by now that I had some mental issues years ago. And here's the thing. Yesterday, my mentor, the one that I look up to for my motivational videos every day in my lives, she had jumped on yesterday in the middle of the day, which is very random because she has scheduled times just like I do. And she come on and she was just crying her eyes out. And I thought, what happened, And here she had read an article, and I'm going to brief the article. However, I did not read it. She had stated that the article she had read was about a 12-year-old little boy who had been repeatedly bullied at school. The kid at school had been suspended. The school did everything they could. And the bully had made it back to school, and the 12-year-old boy had gone. The bully had given him a black eye that day that he came back to school. And he went home with this black eye and confided in his sister. He said, I can't take this anymore. I just can't take it anymore. This kid's never going to leave me alone. 2 days later, with nothing being done, they found the little boy hanging from his bunk bed. I know that's a very horrible thing to be talking about on here. Guys, we need to know what's being put in front of us. With that being said, I'm a part of a group on Facebook that I felt like, there's got to be more people I can help and love. And so I went on a random group in Facebook that's all about anxiety and depression. And I got on there and I was shocked to hear all these people that were saying things like, there's no reason to still be here. There's no cure for this. All of these people who said, life isn't worth this. It broke my heart. And guys, who am I if I just pass this by? What kind of human being am I being if I just go, oh, this group is too depressing, bye-bye? Because there was other people in the chat, and this is like every post. And there was people in chat saying, yeah, I get it. This is ridiculous. I feel the same way. Does anybody know of a good sleeping pill that'll take me out for good? I mean, it was instead of being a support group for anxiety and depression, it was almost like a suicide group. And it just killed me. And I thought, I didn't realize just how many people were depressed and anxious. I mean, I know everybody has an amount of depression and anxiety, but this crushed my soul. And who am I to just say this is too depressing? I'm getting out of this group. Now, if I wasn't in a healthy spot, by all means, I should get out of that group and go away. But if I was in an unhealthy spot, I would probably chime in with them It's like the negative supporting the negative. But being from a healthy spot, how selfish would it be for me to walk away from that? And I have to be careful so I don't let that negativity feed into me. But I also have to be the advocate for these people. So I started commenting on these different feeds because I have to know I have to grab hold of what's put in front of me. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that's what this is about. It's embracing what is put in front of you. And so I started leaving comments like, "You are so loved. I hope you choose to see it. I am here for you. If you need to chat, you need to know your value. You need to know your worth. Because life just wouldn't be the same without you." Just encouraging. And then I would say things like, people who are latching onto this and agreeing with it. I understand your hurt and your pain, and you're looking for someone to latch onto, but latching onto more depression is not helpful. Let's find the positive together. This morning, I got a message on Messenger from someone I didn't know. And they asked, "Are you one of the advocates in that Facebook group?" And I said, "I'm just a member in that group, but I'm a member who loves every one of you, and I'm always here to talk to you if you need be." Now, she sent that message in the middle of the night, and so she's probably sleeping and hasn't gotten my message yet. But it is my duty as a human being to do what I can to help. So I guess I'm asking you, if you are in a healthy place, are you reaching in and helping those who need you? If you're not in a healthy place, are you latching on to the equivalent of your emotions and feelings so you can stay where you're at? Or are you reaching up to grab that help that you need? Guys, if you're in a pond and you're drowning, grasping seaweed is not going to help you stay above water. Reach up to the person that's on the dock. Don't stay where you're at. Go forward. The first thing we have to do in a mental challenge state is decide, is this where I want to stay by complaining and whining and crying? Because the whining and crying in this aspect is asking for help. But if you're asking for help from the person that's drowning next to you, you're not going to go anywhere. Reach out to someone who is in a farther place than you are and let them guide you. Just open your mind the tiniest amount to be able to let them help you. It takes faith of a mustard seed. Jesus said it takes a faith of a mustard seed. Have you ever seen a mustard seed? You practically need a magnifying glass. You just need to open your mind for enough faith to let the person above you grab a hold of you and help you. We have got to stop allowing people to stay where they're at when it's so unhealthy. And we need to be able to help them And if you're not willing to help them, then maybe you're the one that needs some help. And that's okay. There's nothing shameful in that. But ask for the help. You're asking for it already by saying all this stuff and this negative stuff and the complaining stuff. Now ask someone who is stronger in their mind and let them help you. No more babies dying. No more adults thinking that they can't adult. It is your responsibility, if you're healthy enough, to help others. And if you're not healthy enough, you call me. I will find you the help you need if I can't help you. I love you all so much. I truly do. And I don't want anybody suffering in that mental capacity that you feel like you're alone. I've been there, and I will never go back to that. I will continue fighting to go forward, and I will continue fighting to pull people along with me. And the one thing that people don't want to hear in a mental state, I'm going to tell you anyway. Jesus loves you. And if that bothers you to hear that, it may be because you think it's a fable, or it's because you don't believe. But let me tell you something. Let's have a conversation. Because when you see the reality and you let that mustard seed in, something blossoms within inside of you. And you become. What you become is something so strong within that you're able to reach back. Just have an open mind enough to hear a conversation. Because my Father, He's got a hold of your hand. Don't keep using butter to slide away from Him. I love you all so very much. And I will see you tomorrow morning, right here in the Morning Muse, 9:30 Central Time. And hopefully it's not from my kitchen. But if it is, we make it work, guys. I love you all. Please reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody if you need them. Reach out to somebody if they need you. Just be somebody that God would want you to be. Have a great day.